Good day, listeners. I'm Marie Sumabat, and I am the host for this podcast. In this episode, our topic is going to be about a certain food taboo in Africa. Today, we have three guests who will give us factual information about this topic, and they will also give us their opinions. I hope this podcast will help us be more knowledgeable and open minded to such topics. Anyway, I will not waste any more time. May I call on our dear guests?
Good day, everyone. I am Mary Joy Aliaga, and I am one of your guests today. So I am hoping that you are in good health.
Hello everyone, I'm Princess Anne P. Mahasal and I couldn't be more excited to embark on this fascinating podcast adventure with you. And also, get ready for some surprising insights and stories that might just change the way you think about what's on your plate.
Yes, how's it going, talk everyone? I am PBA Francisco and I am one of your guests for today. And we have a lot of things to share today, so make sure you listen all the way through.
Welcome to our podcast, Princess, PB, and MJ. So, before we start, I just want to give a little description about Africa to help us familiarize ourselves with their culture. Do you know that Africa is the second largest continent in the world right after Asia? Just like any other continent, Africa is very diverse. There are about 54 to 57 countries in Africa. Another is that the human race is of African origin. The oldest known skeletal remains of anatomically modern humans, or Homo sapiens, were excavated at sites in East Africa. Now that we are all familiar with Africa, I guess we should start discussing about the food taboo now, should we?
Yes!
Yes.
Alright. Well, what I know about this topic is that I once watched a video on Facebook by Wilson Buchner, a famous food critic online, where he and Miss Nigeria ate this type of meat called bushmeat. This bushmeat is actually meat that is hunted in Africa's countryside. Meats like giant rats, snakes, lizards, and crocodiles. Have you also watched this video?
Yes, I did. And just to give you additional information about the video, bushmeat is also considered as a distinct delicacy in Africa, specifically in Nigeria. Moreover, it is also stated there that giant rats are very cheap to keep because they eat mostly porridge and grass and only feed animal food once a day. Furthermore, grass cutter farming is very popular in Nigeria, and we can see many videos online giving tips and tutorials on how to start your own grass cutter farming operation.
Absolutely! A bushmeat including giant rats is indeed considered a unique and valued delicacy in Africa, particularly in Nigeria.
Just to make things clear, the rats that I mentioned earlier are not like the rats that we see in the sewers. The giant rats used in bushmeat are called cane rats. They are grass fed and are taken care of. But still, when we mention or hear the word rat, we automatically associate the word with something dirty and something gross. So, I want to ask, would you eat this type of meat?
I know that some people eat rats as part of their menus or it's their delicacies, but if you're going to give me a chance to choose, then my answer will be definitely a no. Rats are one of my fears. I am so scared of rats that I can't imagine putting them in my mouth. I'm not the adventurous type of a person, so I haven't eaten exotic foods before, though some vloggers, influencers, and locals say that rat meat is the tastiest meat they've ever eaten in their life, but still, my answer will be the same. Well, for now.
I think I'd be curious enough to taste it, but I definitely want to know more about how it prepared first. I also want to try some exotic food. I do feel that it is exciting and memorable at the same time. But then I would like to eat an exotic food like pork because as I saw in a Korean vlog, it is crunchy, just like chicharon here in the Philippines, and it is called byandagi in South Korea, where they eat silkworm pupae. And these are found in street foods. Either it is boiled or steamed and have a chewy texture with a slight nutty taste. I don't have any negative thoughts about African cuisine, but it is just that a giant rat is larger than a worm, so I probably start with just a small bite.
So for me, maybe I can try it since I have never eaten such foods and I'm a very curious person and I'm also really interested in trying different foods from different places, especially those foods that I am not familiar with. I also see many people on social media trying different foods that I have never encountered or tasted, and when I see them enjoying the food, I become even more curious about the true taste of the food. And many different researchers say that consuming cane rats has many health benefits since it is higher in protein than other types of meat. So I think if given a chance, I want to taste or eat that rat too.
All of your answers are definitely valid. We all have different reasons of choosing or picking what to eat. Although I have another question. I am sure that all of you haven't tasted giant rat meat yet, but I am really curious. How does giant rat taste compared to common types of meat like pork, beef, chicken, and etc.?
Based on what I saw with Miss Nigeria, eating a giant rat in Africa is quite different from pork, beef, or chicken. Because think of it as a rapid, smaller cousin with a stronger and more intense flavor. And the meat texture of it is actually lean and not fatty because this rats is eating a grass. So it would make you feel like you're having a burger, and also the thick layer of the skin and a bit sticky, almost like it's giving you a high five with every bite.
I also watched that video on social media. That, it is also more expensive than other meat in the market. In a whole rat, or what they call bushmeat, you can buy 4 to 10 whole chicken. And I also read an article from BBC News that rat meat is tastier than pork, chicken, or even cow's food. Stephen Gates, a British TV presenter, told BBC that he ate rats in some countries and he really liked the taste of the meat. One thing he can complain about is that the smell of the food. Some countries cook the rats as boiled, fried, and grilled, and its smell is like burning hair. They want to preserve the skin of the rat, that's why they just decided to let the fire take care of the hair.
I wonder, how do they prepare or cook this type of meat? Do any of you have information about it? Like, how do they cook it?
Yes, I have. Based on the video I have watched, I think it's easy to cook and is not a time consuming recipe. Anyway, first, when the cane rat is killed, they first skin it or remove the fur and then they clean it. It's just like you clean pork or any other common meats. Then after that, it will be boiled with red onion, chicken seasoning, salt, and wild basil. Then they fry it. For the sauce, they grind up combination of red onion, tomato, and red chili pepper. Then put that in hot oil and add chopped red onion, salt and pepper, and sweet basil leaves. Finally, put the meat in the sauce and voila, it is ready to serve.
Wow, that sounds great. So the preparation process, so from skinning and cleaning to seasoning and frying, seems a thorough and well done. It's impressive how carefully it's all prepared.
I see. Anyway, are there any occasions or events in Africa where rat meat is served?
Rat meat forms a part of traditional diets in various African countries, such as Ghana. Here, the consumption of rat meat can be linked to cultural practices and to the meat's availability as a protein source. Much like in parts of Asia, the utilization of rodents as food goes beyond the necessity, embedding itself in the culinary landscape. I haven't found any information if there's a particular occasion or event where rat meat is being served. In Africa, they believe that bushmeat is rich in protein, that's why they eat it. Some even have a farm for the said bushmeat, and after 2 years, they are ready to be served. So I think you can eat rat meat every day if you want.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Since we are discussing about food, for me, food is always associated with health and well-being. So I'm very curious and concerned as well if there are any dangerous diseases or basically any risks that we could get by consuming this meat.
Eating bushmeat like giant rats in sub-Saharan Africa can be risky because it might spread serious diseases. Based on the research article I reviewed, when humans and wildlife come into closer contact due to the changes like deforestation, diseases such as Ebola, HIV, and monkeypox can be transmitted. So these are diseases that can be dangerous and are often spread through direct contact with the infected animals. So the risk is there. The risk increases if the meat isn't prepared properly, although bushmeat is important. In many cultures and economies, it's crucial to be aware of this health risks and improve food safety practices to protect people's health.
Yes, and just to add on what Princess said, because I also read some article that humans who are consuming bushmeat, specifically giant rats, may become exposed to infection by consumption of inadequately cooked infected cane rat meat, or by eating vegetables, sugar cane, and fruits contaminated with excretions of carrier cane rats. This is not to disrespect the people who eat it, especially since most of them eating bushmeat have become part of their culture, and we respect and understand that. This is just to give you an awareness and factual information about the topic because, as they say, health is the most important of all other things. So, it is important for us to have an awareness when it comes to the food that we consume, right, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
of
Mm.
course.
Yes, I do agree. Awareness is very important. Well, I want to ask all of you, what do you think is the reason why some Africans resort to consuming bushmeat? I mean, can't they just build a farm that raises cows, chickens, or like the common types of beef?
Eating in bushmeat has been a key part of human culture for thousands of years. So people have hunted wild animals for food and crop protection. And this tradition still plays a vital role in rural communities today. Just like the current blog about Miss Nigeria in 2019 that she is eating a giant rat. So this means that the bushmeat is more than just a food. It's tied or bridged Shah to cultural rituals and social bands. Hunting and eating it help keep traditions alive and provide a crucial source of income where farming isn't practical. And this is according to what I found that bush meat remains important because it's practical, deeply rooted in their tradition, and also fits to the local lifestyle.
Yes, and I agree with you, Princess. And according to an article from the Food and Agriculture Organization that I read, it is stated there that the reality in Africa is that for the greater majority of rural people, Bushmeat represents a vital dietary item for a complex combination of reasons dictated by lack of alternate sources, financial limitations, preferences, and cultural values. Additionally, as stated by Keita, 1993, some more recent data are available on bushmeat consumption in individual households and communities in a few areas within Africa, like a survey conducted in 1987 in Bukavu, Zaire, indicated that 72% of the population in the town consumed bushmeat regularly, and the yearly bushmeat consumption of the town was estimated at 400 tons. So, meaning that bushmeats are really one of the most famous delicacies in Africa. And because it is popular, African resorts prefer to include such foods in the menu, and also it is also part of their cultural values. And one of the advantages is that they can sell it at a low price and it will be affordable for everyone, especially to the people in rural places. Thus, I agree with what Princess said that consuming bushmeat is very practical, and African resorts, especially in rural communities, take this as an opportunity to earn profit. For the people of rural communities, bushmeat is an important resource in their livelihoods.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
This is actually very interesting and insightful. I mean, it does make sense why some Africans consume bushmeat, and it is because of certain factors like economy, financial limitations, culture, preferences, and many more. If we put ourselves in their shoes, I think it is more about prioritizing survival and honoring, appreciating their traditions and culture, right?
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, well, to end this podcast, from the video of Wilson Buchner that I mentioned earlier, there was a really interesting question from Wilson Buchner where he asked Miss Nigeria this question. Let me repeat that question. As a representative for Nigeria and someone who has eaten giant rat more than once, please tell us, why should more people eat giant rat? And Miss Nigeria answered, for all over the years, giant rat has been something that made people have more protein in their body. It is clean and it doesn't have any fat. I urge everyone to eat giant rat to grow taller like me. So I want to ask all of you, were you all convinced by her answer?
Oh, thank you for sharing Miss Nigeria's perspective. While her points about high protein content and low fat in giant rat meat are interesting, but I'm not fully convinced by her answer alone because the benefits of the giant rat meat might be vary depending on individual dietary needs and preferences. Also, the idea that eating giant rats could make you taller seems like it might have been a joke, and after all, if high protein could make you taller, we'd all be reaching for the protein shakes and skipping the high charts, right?
Yes, thank you for that wonderful question, Your Honor. Her answer is good and also appropriate to the positive health benefits of consuming giant rats. But yeah, I agree that giant rats are rich in protein, and protein is one of the most needed by the human body. But to me, I am not convinced since, again, I agree with what Princess said. To grow taller like me is just like a joke. And I believe there are still many other ways to grow taller, not just through eating giant rats. But overall, the answer of Miss Nigeria is fantastic.
Oh, should I start eating giant rats to make myself tall? I need it the most.
And now for the last question. I'm going to ask the same question that Wilson Buchner had asked Miss Nigeria, but with a twist. So let's say you eat giant rat meat for everyday living. How would you convince people to eat a giant rat meat?
Oh, that's very pang-miss you yung tanungan, gosh. But anyway, I'll try. So, to everyone who's interested in listening right now, imagine being the star of the dinner party by serving giant rat meat. It's high in protein and low in fat. It's like special treat for your muscles. Plus, you'd have some great stories to tell. Di lang siya pang fairy tale na bida ay animal na rat tapos kinain ng princess, but also you can tell them your experiences. And one thing, that it might not be everyone's first choice, but if you're up for a culinary adventure and want to impress people with something unique, giant rat meat could be just what you're looking for.
Yes, and to our listeners out there, if you haven't tried the giant rat yet, let me give you a brief explanation of its health benefits. According to some research, giant rats are high in protein. Actually, not just high, but super high in protein. And again, protein is really important, especially when you're in a diet. Because some research from a health organization says that proteins are made up of chemical building blocks called amino acids, and your body uses amino acids to build and repair muscles and bones and to make hormones and enzymes. They can also be used as an energy source. So I think it's time to try this one. But of course, you need to control the consumption if you eat it every day like I do. Because we all know that everything too much is bad. And also, just a disclaimer, I'm not forcing you to eat it as well. I am just suggesting it because I love you. Hey. But seriously, personally, it helped me a lot to speed recovery after exercising. So yeah, to all our listeners who are curious and interested, just try it at least a little first, then you decide if you will continue to eat it.
Yes, hello everyone that are listening to our podcast. So, like what they've mentioned, rats are rich in protein and it has a lot of benefits in our life and in our body. Can say that it can make you taller because I'm not tall at all. But if you haven't tried eating giant rats, then maybe you should try it. Like what they said, there's always a first time. After trying it, you decide whether you want to continue eating or not. If you like it, then okay, but if you don't, then it's also okay. After all, it's what you just wanted.
Give yourself a round of applause for those answers. Woo!
Yes.
I want to thank our guests for giving us such wonderful insights, informations, and opinions about our topic for this podcast. You all have given us such perceptive answers, and I really hope that our listeners would learn a thing or two from this discussion. Goodbye, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.